My name is Jethro, and I record this on emergency frequency Nate-Brick 1910, broadcast in a deep space drift, relayed up at 9. Weeks passed, we emerged from our capsule into silence. Not just quiet, silence like a held breath. No wind, no movement, no sign of the ship that dropped us here. Command had already written us off. I found that out later, presumed lost. That was the phrase they used. But we weren't lost. We were listening. The storm had passed. The one that came in screaming like the sky had a grudge. The one they said couldn't be survived, but we did Dell, Wesley and me. The capsule held barely. The walls had pitted like old teeth. The shielding screamed under pressure. The wind, if you could call it that, came with grit so fine it chewed through metal. Wesley called it a planet's breath. I called it something older, something angrier, but it left us alive. We took inventory power cells, half-cooked rations, mold-resistant but uninspiring comms. Shredded, we were alone, and so we did the only thing you do when the void forgets you. We began again. Dale took to the outer perimeter, hands like stone. He started rebuilding what we had. Shelters from hull plating, filtration rigs from spare wiring, even a windshield made from the lens of a shattered scope. Practical, angry at first, then focused. Wesley sang to the rocks. That's what I said at the time, foolish, maybe. But he swore the ground was speaking to him. Said to hunt me after the storm had shifted something inside the soil. We laughed at first, but the readings backed him up. This planet, it hums. Not seismic, not tectonic, something else, something resonant, like the memory of an old song played by the bedrock. I started hearing it too late at night when the wind stilled, a low humming cadence, like breath beneath the crust. The first breakthrough came on day 39. Wesley tuned an old scanner to a decaying frequency, just for fun. Instead of static, he picked up a tone ranging structure, repeating a pulse, not artificial, not mechanical, but alive. We called it the voice. Months passed. We built a dome, not big, just enough to house the instruments. The shelter became more than survival. It became home. We stopped waiting for rescue. We stopped wanting it. Out here, time softened. Maybe the pulses slowed us down. Maybe the hum shifted our chemistry. We stopped aging, not completely, but enough. My beard didn't grow, my hands stayed steady. Our hearts beat differently, the wind changed too. It stopped trying to kill us, began to follow us, shifting when we shifted, rising when we sang. Yes, sang I told you, Wesley was right. We started humming back little tunes, just to see the wind responded, the soil responded. Our footprints remained unburied, storms bent around the dome like they saw us or heard us. And then we weren't just surviving, we were becoming. We mapped the tone fields, we discovered stones that held memories, data encoded in resonance, stories etched in vibration, not from this crew, not from Earth, from before. Something lived here once or still does. We began speaking with it, not in words and frequencies. We shared our data, it shared its feelings. I don't know how to explain that. How you can feel a mountain ache, how a ridge can grieve, how joy tastes like a blue shimmer in your teeth. Didn't know what we were doing, but it didn't matter. The ground welcomed us. The storm no longer came for us. We became something new. Float pond drifters, that's what they called us. That's what the old logs say. But we're not drifters, not anymore. We've taken root. We grow things now. We cultivate the ground, lets us minerals reshape themselves. If you ask nicely, the wind sings lullabies. Dale carves instruments from the bones of old hulls. Wesley built a tower from tuning forks. It vibrates with meaning. And me, I speak into this transmitter. Every week I don't know if it works, don't care. But if someone's out there listening, I want you to know. We were abandoned, but we weren't lost. dust. We made a cathedral out of wind. And if you ever feel forgotten, truly forgotten, remember this. The deepest listen, the storm remembers. And sometimes, if you hum the right note at the right time, the wind will listen back.